What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about Bitcoin today yet again. Looking at this real quick, I don't think I might have, but I don't remember if I brought this up yesterday. But I just want to go over this fib, even if I did, because this was the relative high, the most relative high we've had to our most relative low, right? So this move that we're experiencing right now is an extension off of this move, and more or less, this and really it really does encompass this whole kind of accumulation phase that we were in from March, and we didn't officially break out of until October, right? Very long time where we were just like moving sideways, bit of excitement, moving sideways, bit of depression, moving sideways, and now we're back in the excitement phase. Um, we did go all the way up to our first extension to the 1272. We wicked above it. This is on a daily basis. We closed right below it, you can see, but inevitably we did get above the 1272. We kind of tested it back for support and continued on from there, right? We found a little bit of resistance at the 1414, but ultimately grinded up to the 1618 and found support on the 1414. Continued to grind and battle, go back and forth, but we've maintained prices now above the 1618 for quite some time, shaving this like top side off, man. We are really grinding it. It's a very flat edge. And if you were to try and not try, but if you were to draw a line, of best fit, maybe something like this, something like that, um, and then you put that horizontal line right there, we're getting close to the point where this could break out, right? Where we've grinded this enough that we might be breaking out. And I wanted to go over the fibs because we've actually found support on the 1618, right? We found support on the 1272, continued to go through to the next fibs, right? To the 1414 and above. Found support on the 1414. Well, we battled it out with the 1618, got prices above the 1618, and have held it there since 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the seventh day now, so about a week. Um, Definitely bullish stuff. Seeing support on your 1618 is always a bullish thing, in my opinion. 4 hour, you're finding support on your 123 purple line, your moving average. Um, I would think that we are gearing up to see deeper extensions come into play, and that would lead us, at a minimum, anywhere from about 38,600 to maybe 43,600, and we've kind of almost hit that there already. The fact that we've been grinding this level, I would think that when we do break out, we're going to exceed these kind of extended fib areas and probably see something up in this lower to mid $40,000 range. And I know a lot of people were probably excited on this little like attempt that we had, but don't be discouraged. I still think things are looking good. I think things look promising. This RSI here again bouncing off the 50 looks really nice. Overall, a kind of constructive daily RSI, hidden bullish divergence throughout all of it. Right, you have higher lows with lower lows. That's a good thing. You were overbought, cooled off. Now you're ready to run again. Right, and we've been giving none of it back. We've just been grinding this top here, ready to go. Slowly but surely working our way up and just confirming that we are holding this price area. We're not giving it away. So little ping pong off this 4 hour RSI. It would be nice to see this continue to go up higher, like more or less immediately, because if not, we're probably going to come back down, form another higher low. We could absolutely wick below this low, but still close above it. Um, Something like that could happen, but something that might take us down in the R side of the oversold zone, and then we come back up. So hopefully today or tomorrow, I would think probably today, with the this ideal look of just like getting into the overbought zone, we could potentially be seeing a breakout of this zone that we've been in since the beginning of November, right? The 9th of November. So hopefully we can do that. If not, no big deal. I would say that we're still safe as long as we're not closing the day below this day here. We can absolutely go lower, right? We can break out of this like little ascending line that we have here because it's not too tight to begin with, but more or less you can kind of see, right, this like ascending bottom that we have here, and holding that purple line right there, that kind of helps as well to kind of identify that. But you can go below it. It's fine if you go below it. Um, just don't close below this white line on a 4 hour or a daily perspective. If we do that, uh, then I would say we're probably going to see some bit of a retracement take place. Let's see, which could take us all the way down to, if I can measure this properly, all the way down to about $32,500, maybe even below $30,000. I personally don't expect this to happen. This isn't my overall expected move, but anything can happen. I can be wrong. Been wrong before. I will be wrong again. 4 hour looks decent. Daily looks pretty good. The 1 hour looks pretty good too, I gotta say. And of course, the weekly looks good. Now, to finish off this video, I do want to say we've been overbought now for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is our 6th week being overbought. This is our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th week of green. We are going to come to an end of this continued upward momentum at some point. And I know it doesn't feel continued because we definitely have been, wig-wagging for a little bit now. But we're gonna see something turn around here sooner or later. It's probably gonna come. I would think by the end of the year we might see a retracement from this move from the low to wherever the high ends up being. I just don't think we found the high yet. Again, same thing I was saying in yesterday's video. This to me doesn't look like a top. To me, it doesn't. It doesn't need to look like a top for it to be a top, but just in my personal experience, it looks like we're grinding this resistance zone, and the more times you touch it, which at this point really it's been like 4, 5, 6 times, however much you want to count it. I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like all this up here, but maybe it's just 1, 2, 3, 4. However you want to count it. We've definitely grinded this more than would be considered for it to be like held as resistance. I think if it was to be held as resistance, these bearish moves would have had follow through, but they didn't. They didn't have follow through. In fact, all they were higher lows. So with that being said, again, back out to this, I do think that this little run that we've been on for 7 weeks here, it's going to come to an end eventually, probably in the month of December, and we will see a retracement. But we haven't from a retracement, a fib retracement on this scale, but we don't know where the top is just yet. If we were to act like this back in the past here, where we found support in this area, and we started to move up, our current price is actually, you can see where the dotted line is right up here, right? If we were to go to the top of this price range, maybe not the absolute top, but just like something that we've hit a few times, something like that, that put us right around $44,000, just below $45,000. If we were to see a retracement, a common retracement from there, it could take us anywhere from about 35.8K to about 30K. And to me, that would make a lot more sense because for one, you would have your 382 retracement, which would be, just an overall indication of strength, right? Generally in strong moves, you pull back, find support on your 382, and that's it. You go. I know a lot of people expect the 618 to happen, but sometimes those people are left waiting whenever you bounce off your 382. Not only that, but it's also a previous area of support back here, right? You got your 382 in the same, I'm going to take that away, but in the same area of wicks here and a similar area of resistance. So it's somewhat of a significant price area, this $35,800 zone, right? You've got daily highs closing right here, a little bit of resistance. You got your support over here. Something around there wouldn't be too crazy to pull back to, but you could go lower. Bitcoin does like its 618 to 69, sometimes even its 786, and that could take you as low as prices just below 30K. But I'm starting to think that that's not going to happen. Right around 30K could be something that does happen. I could see that happening, not just because it's in the golden zone itself, but also a previous area of resistance. You have a zone that you're accumulating in. Let me delete this because we already established that this is like the 618 area. We have a zone of accumulation here. When you break out, you come back and you test the previous area of resistance as support. That's a very common maneuver to do, right? Like coming back down to here and then continuing higher. That shouldn't throw too many people off, though I'm sure moving down here, that would scare people. Some people are probably going to say, oh, if we break 30K, it's over. And then we'll break 30K by like $500. And lo and behold, it's not over because we found support in a previous area of resistance, which is actually a good thing. But with that being said, I do suppose a daily close below 30,480 would be a bit concerning. But watch us get one day that closes. It'll be a fake out, and then we continue up. Maybe we don't. Maybe we wick off of this line, or again, maybe we don't even see that line. It's totally possible that we don't. All I do believe is that we will see a retracement at some point from this low to the high, wherever the high ends up being. and I would assume that we're going to find our high probably soon, maybe by the end of this week, if not by the sometime by the end of next week. But in December, we will probably see a regular retracement based off of wherever we end up turning around from. So that's all I got for you guys. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up, hit that like button, subscribe if you'd like to see more. I hope I wasn't rambling for too long there. I hope I made sense, and I got nothing else to say, man. I really do like the daily. The 4 hour looks decent. 2 hour and the 1 hour look better than the 4 hour, in my opinion. The 4 hour, it's got potential. But we got to continue going higher. We have to that's the one thing. It's a necessity at this point because if not, um, it's just going to put this move off probably by another day. But it's starting to look, guys. It really is starting to look like this might be happening either today or within the next couple days. But I'm kind of leaning toward it happening today. But yeah, that's all I got. So take care. Have a good day. Bye bye.